you know, and I commend him on that. Like he aced it, you know. But when it comes to Shakur is not a Barrios.
Right.
You know, Shakur got a jab. Shakur got head movement. Shakur got defense. Shakur knows range. Shakur have good legs. So I look at that fight like it's not going to be as a competitive fight like everybody think, because if Ryan get careless, he's going to get countered all day.
The way that I saw him lose all Rolly did was take away his left hook. That mean clearly that's all he got. He better sharpen up his weapons before he get in the ring with me.
Everybody keep talking about this Ryan Garcia, Shakur Stevenson fight. Boy, I'm here to let y'all know this gonna be easier than the Teofimo Lopez fight, because it's about skills inside that damn ring. That's what it's about. Ryan can have all the speed in the world. Shakur got speed. He can have all the power in the world. Oh, he can have all the power. Yeah. Oh yeah. But when he can't land on that shit don't mean nothing, and he ain't gonna land on Shakur.
Terence Crawford cautions Ryan Garcia not to underestimate Shakur Stevenson, emphasizing that Shakur is an exceptionally talented boxer, unlike Barrios, and won't be easily beaten.
Each other far too well. I think him and Devin fought each other the most out of all of them.
Terence Crawford notes that Shakur Stevenson's defensive style sometimes leads people to label his boxing as boring, yet his technique and skill are exceptionally advanced and highly strategic.
Shakur is a different fighter. You know, Shakur is different. You know, people may call him boring. People may say he can't punch. But they said the same thing about Floyd. Because they defensive fighters.
He recalls that even in their amateur days, Ryan Garcia went up against Shakur Stevenson several times, and Shakur consistently emerged victorious in each encounter.
That Shakur IQ and his boxing ability is up here.
Yes.
You know, he didn't have to sit in front of him and trade shots and give Teofimo the opportunity to land a good shot and change the outcome of the fight. One shot, I don't care who you is, in the right spot at the right moment, anybody can get knocked out.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
Shakur Stevenson mentions that if Ryan is willing to make the 144 pounds weight limit, they could set up a fight, showing that both are serious about making it happen.
Saudi money, what they say it is.
Hey, man,
is it
listen.
overblown? Is what you hearing?
Man, you got to understand. They got money to blow. You know, they got money to say what they want, how they want it, and put it the way they put it. I don't know how much that commercial that they
did,
but that
wasn't cheap.
It definitely wasn't cheap. But look how it turned out.
Yeah.
You ain't never seen no PBC, Top Rank, Matchroom, Golden Boy, or none of them Don King top promotional companies.
They're not gonna spend that.
Do nothing like that for no fighter.
They're not gonna spend that.
Not only is turkey for the fighter.
Shakur Stevenson confidently asserts that despite Ryan's height and strong left hook, he cannot defeat him, labeling Ryan overrated and pointing out that his only notable weapon is that single punch.
Once again, he's a hell of a fighter.
He's a hell of a fighter.
He's not a guy that just gonna lay down. So you got.
He's a hell of a fighter, but he's not beating you.
No,
I'm telling you, he's not beating you.
No.
Ryan Garcia,
not beating me either.
Taller,
not beating me either.
Faster,
not beating me.
More power. How would you beat Ryan Garcia?
I think he's very overrated.
Shakur Stevenson warns Ryan Garcia not to underestimate him like Devin Haney, stressing that facing him demands full respect and serious preparation. Interview.
Tio said he was going to do a lot of things to me. He said he was going to knock me out. It sounds good, but Ryan Garcia got to understand one thing that's very important. I'm not Devin Haney. I'm not Devin Haney.
How are you different than Devin Haney?
With all due respect to Devin Haney, he got his game, but my game is at a higher level. My defense is way better. I could stand there in front of guys and defend myself. And I don't think Devin Haney has the type of defense I got that.
I totally agree with you on that. Where's my camera? I totally agree with him on that. And I like that.
And he's a hell of a fighter.
He's a good fighter, but he's not you. He's not you.
I agree.
He's not you. Is that a fight you want against him, or do you believe that there should be bigger fights on the horizon for you than a Devin Haney fight?
Nah, I think the Devin Haney fight is a
Reflecting on his amateur career, Shakur Stevenson reveals that his past matches with Ryan Garcia were clear victories, highlighting his early dominance and technical superiority.
You fought Ryan in amateurs.
Yeah, I fought Ryan back in the
What do you remember from the fight?
See, the thing is, Ryan went on the interview and said we had like a close fight. I disagree with him. I thought it was kind of easy for me. But Ryan taller, he longer, and he been around, so Ryan got a lot of boxing experience.
You have very fast hands. He has very fast hands as well. So does Tank.
Oscar de la Hoya believes a fight between Shakur Stevenson and Ryan Garcia would be thrilling, noting that Ryan has since developed new strategies that make the matchup unpredictable.
A fight with Shakur Stevenson looks like. They talked about fighting each other next. What do you think that fight would look like?
I love the fight. I mean, look, there's so many options there for Ryan now. Everybody wants to fight him. Everybody wants to dethrone the pretty boy, you know? And now that he has a world title, everybody's after him. So yeah, I think it's a matter of just regrouping, let Ryan rest, and he'll make his decision once he's.
Ryan Garcia affirms his determination to beat Shakur Stevenson decisively, promising a performance that will deliver a lesson unlike anything Shakur has faced before.
I think Shakur, and I thought, wait a second, like the Haney fight is like the one that makes the most sense. Like it's a huge fight. There's built-in bad blood there. You felt like you got screwed in that whole situation. You want it back. Why is Shakur taking like the top now instead of a Haney rematch?
I just think that I'm one of those guys that I will just beat him. And I just think that everybody thinks he's just some savant in the ring, and I'm just here to take that away. That's pretty much what it is. They thought Devin Haney was the same way. He's unbeatable. That's what Eddie Hearn said, right? And then went and beat his ass. Same thing with Shakur. I know people are saying he's pound for pound, this and that, but I don't see it. He gonna have to prove it. I beat him in the amateurs. I'll beat him again, and I will hurt him. You don't understand me? Like, I will humble him in ways that he's never been humbled before.
Wade Plemons discussed the highly anticipated matchup between Shakur Stevenson and Ryan Garcia, calling it a marquee fight that doesn't need a title to be significant. He emphasized that fans have been eager for this clash for years, and even if it happens later, it will always carry weight. Reflecting on past encounters, Wade noted that Ryan Garcia previously missed weight and tested positive for PEDs. Yet, he dominated Devin Haney, exposing vulnerabilities such as the chin and left hook. Even without being in peak condition, Ryan displayed his skill and power. Despite setbacks, including suspensions and no contest rulings, Wade believes the fight between Shakur Stevenson and Ryan Garcia remains one of the most thrilling and unavoidable bouts in modern boxing, with both fighters bringing speed, strategy, and high stakes into the ring.
Ryan fighting Shakur or who knows who, right? But I don't want that to happen. I want this to happen, and I don't think we need to have Ryan Shakur and this one just, well, it'll always be there. We've said the same thing in boxing for years about fights we want to see. Well, that doesn't need a belt. It'll always be there. That's a big name marquee matchup. It doesn't need a belt. It'll be there years later. And years later, we get it. And it's not the two guys in their primes. And unfortunately, it wasn't what it should have been. This already happened once. Yes, Ryan purposely missed weight. He was tested positive for PEDs. Regardless if you think he did it on purpose or not, that's what happened. He did have PEDs in his system. And he wiped the floor with Devin. I mean, completely beat him up. And Devin had moments in the fight, but Ryan exposed the chin. He exposed the weakness to the left hook. He kind of beat him pillar to post, and Ryan didn't look like he was in the greatest of boxing shape. I know people are like, look at his muscles. He was in shape.
Wade Plemons explained why a fight between Shakur Stevenson and Ryan Garcia is so compelling, noting that both fighters are in their primes and rank among the biggest names in American boxing. He emphasized that the matchup naturally excites fans because of their skill, speed, and star power. While traditional weight classes like 140 or 147 pounds might not suit both perfectly, Wade suggested that a catchweight around 144 pounds would create the ideal conditions for a fair and competitive bout. In his view, this fight makes sense on every level, promising high-level action and a true showcase of talent.
Right now is the time for Ryan Garcia and Shakur Stevenson. It just makes sense. Two of the biggest names in American boxing in their primes. No, it won't be at 147. It won't be at 140. Catch weight 144. I don't care if there's a belt on the line. I need to see that fight. I need it like I need air to breathe because this rivalry has been brewing even before we've been talking about it, back in the amateurs, right? All these guys fought against each other. And Ryan says, listen, I know the style to beat Shakur Stevenson. And Shakur's like, cool, you want to come get worked like everybody else? I'm going to show you why I'm on even a different level than you are. And so after the fight, Ryan took the liberty of calling Shakur out, said, I want the fight. And he said something super interesting. He said, I'm not like Tio, because if you can't hurt me, if you don't have any attributes, no power to push me backward, you're not going to be able to keep me off you. And that perked up my...
Floyd Schofield Field recently commented on Shakur Stevenson, emphasizing how difficult he is to hit. He explained that only highly precise combinations can truly connect with Shakur, highlighting the unique skill and defensive mastery he brings to the ring. Despite this, Floyd acknowledged that a matchup with Ryan Garcia would still be challenging. He noted that Ryan's speed, agility, and deceptive hook make him dangerous, yet Shakur Stevenson has the intelligence and footwork to frustrate even the quickest opponents. Floyd expressed interest in seeing Shakur face Ryan, but he also suggested that a fight against Gervonta Davis would be even more compelling, framing it as a true test of the division's best.
Oh, but we know his secret.
So but you also said, a Ryan Garcia fight. That's still a tough fight as well for Shakur.
Yeah, because Ryan is so fast, and Ryan can move to that open side and got a hook that you won't see. So it is dangerous, but Shakur got the wit and the foot movement to frustrate Ryan. So it will be a good fight. I would like to see it, but I would love to see Tank and Shakur. If somebody want to say they the best, fight the best. Fight the best. Ryan lost before. This is what I don't get. People celebrate Ryan lost before. And nothing wrong with losing. But why is he not targeting the best? Like, for real, the best. But it is what it is.
Discussing legacy, Floyd criticized how some celebrate Ryan Garcia's past loss while failing to challenge the top fighters. He also mentioned complications in a previous fight, including Kidd, who was allegedly poisoned, leaving unanswered questions. Floyd emphasized that seeing Shakur Stevenson face such challenges would showcase his full skill and courage, giving fans the clarity they deserve.
Rather see Shakur do it. I know some people say he's small, but
Stop it. We're gonna stop. We're gonna pause there.
But
people say he's small. Was Henry Armstrong small? Look how many divisions he went through and captures. He was the smaller guy in there doing his thing. So stop. Then that means they're not students of the game. They didn't see the Willie Pep. They didn't see the Henry Armstrong. So they believe in smoke and mirrors. So that's why I had to stop that small thing. Look at Manny Pacquiao. He washed through, 8 divisions, and he was the small guy. So all of that is nonsense. It's smoke and mirrors. So if we're gonna interview me, we're gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want people to get offended out there and say, oh, he hate it. It ain't hate. It's real. There's other fighters in the history of boxing that done it and won multiple divisions and became...
Tim Bradley shared his thoughts on a potential matchup between Shakur Stevenson and Ryan Garcia, highlighting the technical edge Shakur brings to the ring. He noted that Shakur's pinpoint accuracy and defensive awareness could make it extremely difficult for Ryan to land meaningful punches. According to Bradley, Ryan's usual weapons, including his fast combinations and power shots, might be largely neutralized by Shakur's superior timing and movement. This advantage, he explained, could make the fight seem far less challenging for Shakur than many expect. Bradley compared the potential ease of Shakur's dominance to a simple, effortless task, suggesting that the American fighter's skill level could allow him to control exchanges without significant resistance. Ultimately, Bradley's view underscores that technical mastery and smart ring IQ can outweigh raw athleticism, and in this matchup, Shakur's precision could dictate the pace and outcome entirely in his favor.
Can't land on that don't mean nothing. And he ain't gonna land on Shakur. No, it's not gonna happen. And it's gonna be like taking candy from a damn baby. That's what it's gonna be like. Taking candy from a baby. A lot of upset, a lot of people depressed. Yeah, it took this man 10 years to win the championship. One championship, 10 years. Oh, that's y'all king? Okay, let it be y'all king, all right? No doubt. But, you get consistent with your performances, Ryan Garcia, maybe I'll believe in your ass. Maybe I'll just believe in your ass. But you ain't consistent, my boy. This is maybe 2 off. But, again, that time when you look good, yeah, when you supposedly didn't train, that time, you look good like that in this fight, for sure. You did. For damn sure. Maybe, you know what? Maybe you didn't join the snap.
Tim Bradley noted that Ryan Garcia has secured only one title victory over the past decade. He emphasized that despite Ryan's talent and speed, his career achievements haven't consistently met expectations. Bradley pointed out that this limited success raises questions about Ryan's ability to dominate top-level opponents over time. He suggested that while Ryan Garcia remains a high-profile fighter, experience and consistency have yet to fully shape his legacy in the sport.
Well, Shakur couldn't finish no damn, Lopez, and he boring as shit. I was bored last night watching Ryan Garcia beat the shit out of this dude. Yeah, so y'all want to talk about that, Shakur? Yeah, I was bored last night watching Ryan Garcia. I was waiting on the finish. I'm like, damn, where the finish at, Ryan? Where the damn finish at? You ain't finishing this, boy. You supposed to be the big power puncher now. Ooh, you supposed to be that man. Ooh, you supposed to get rid of this dude. Bro, you didn't get rid of this dude. You hit him with the kitchen sink and couldn't get rid of this dude, bro. For real. Oh, he's tough. He's tough. You should have figured that shit out. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yup. You figured it out. But you didn't. It is what...
Ryan Garcia did not hold back in sharing his views on Shakur Stevenson, expressing frustration with the boxer's public persona. He described Shakur as overly confident, suggesting that his arrogance overshadows any appeal he might have beyond the ring. Ryan emphasized that while Shakur may excel inside the ring, his personality outside of it fails to impress or command respect. According to Ryan, the contrast between Shakur's skill and his demeanor creates a disconnect, making him less relatable to fans. This criticism reflects not only Ryan's competitive mindset but also his intent to challenge Shakur's reputation both professionally and personally.
Like too ticked off too many people, but he does talk like really arrogant shit. And he is a little bit like that in person, ever since amateurs just walking around like, his shit don't stink. And it pisses me off. Like I was in Vegas one day talking to his friend Keyshawn. We were having a great time, great conversation. I simply said, "Hey, yo, Shakur, come over, blah, blah, blah." He goes, just looks at me and goes, "Nah, you gotta come over here." Like some arrogant shit. I'm like, bro, what is that? We're all just trying to, figure it out. It's just like, you don't gotta act like that, bro. Honestly, he didn't fight good at all. He was scared. He didn't fight. It's so biased. That commentary is disgusting. If Shakur don't throw a lot of punches, he's controlling the fight. If somebody else don't throw a lot of punches, it's, oh man, he's reluctant. Oh, he's hesitant. It's just so biased. Like, I can't even watch ESPN fights no more. I really can't. It's so...
His recent bout against Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson showcased an extraordinary level of skill, controlling the fight with impressive patience and pinpoint accuracy. From the opening bell, Shakur dictated the pace, using calculated movement and sharp counters to keep Lopez on the defensive. Analysts observed that Lopez struggled to execute an effective game plan, missing key chances to adjust. Rather than retreat strategically and lure Shakur into counterpunching traps, Lopez pressed forward recklessly. His poor timing allowed Shakur to exploit openings with ease, making each advance costly. Stevenson's ability to stay composed while landing precise combinations highlighted the gap in ring intelligence between the two fighters. The performance underscored Shakur's technical mastery and mental discipline, proving he can control high-stakes matchups while forcing opponents into mistakes they cannot recover from.
That Teofimo needed to do to get around this? Well, in my mind, the opposite of what he really did on the night. He needed to be on the back foot more, trying to get Shakur to come forward, to time Shakur with his own work. Teofimo Lopez is best when he's counterpunching, and in this fight, he was not counterpunching for 1 second, one moment of the fight. I didn't see him throwing counterpunches. And that is because the thing that makes Shakur Stevenson, in my mind, so different from everybody else is that he's so patient. He never feels pressure to make the fight. He'll always make you go first. And in doing so, he can make you miss, and then oftentimes he can make you pay. But also, over time, you become so frustrated that you become more and more hittable, and he just picks you off with that elite southpaw jab. And the thing I'm talking about with Teofimo and southpaws and why I knew that rushing Shakur would be so bad, it was all from that Sandor Martin fight that I broke down in my pre-fight analysis, where I showed you the check lead hook of Martin, how he was able to time Teofimo entering the pocket time and time